My Husband's Secret Brother is a Lifetime movie written and directed by the youngest of the Lawrence brothers, executive produced by all the Lawrence brothers, and starring the Lawrence brothers, who also play brothers in the movie.
Everybody got that?
We start off with our leading lady, Jackie, a widow performing ballet. The movie crosscuts with her late husband going for a jog back when he was still alive. While crossing a road, he gets hit by a car even though he looked both ways, and the scene ends. Jackie has a painfully boring conversation with her best friend Kat, who she is opening up a dance studio with. And we learn that her late husband was the victim of a hit and run 3 years ago and that his death was never solved. At home, Jackie gets ready for bed with her boyfriend Kevin, who is a plastic surgeon, which is fitting because the actor, Joey Lawrence, looks like he's had about 20 plastic surgeries in his face. They discuss him moving in with her and her daughter Madison, and we find out that Jackie inherited millions of dollars after her husband died because he came from a very wealthy family. Kevin goes to see Jackie's lawyer, who tells him that a trust has been set up for her daughter Madison and she will receive $150 million after she graduates college. The lawyer then asks Kevin to sign a prenuptial agreement, which makes no sense because not only are him and Jackie not getting married, they're not even engaged and not even living together yet. Kevin responds by murdering him, and I'm pretty certain that this scene was supposed to take place after they get engaged later in the movie because it would have made way more sense, but the director was so eager to show Kevin killing someone that he said F it and had the editor put it here instead. Back at the dance studio, Jackie tells Kat that she named her a trustee and would be well taken care of if Jackie were to die. Madison comes home and sees Kevin's laptop open on the kitchen table. She spots a suspicious email from a woman named Vanessa, and good God, this dude has over 19,000 emails in his inbox. Kevin catches her in the act and says this:
Maybe your mom was right. Maybe you do need to learn a little respect.
Madison tells her mom what she saw on Kevin's computer, so her mom sneaks downstairs in the middle of the night to see for herself. And if you look closely, it's not even the same email. Why couldn't they use the same exact one for both shots? However, Kevin did get his inbox down to just 14,841. I guess he spent the rest of the day deleting about 5,000 emails. The next day, Jackie follows Kevin to find out who he's meeting with and takes a photo. She consults with Kat, who instantly recognizes the woman as an estate attorney she knows. Jackie spends the next 30 seconds wondering if he's cheating on her with this woman, but never once asks why he might be meeting with an estate attorney. Jackie goes home to confront Kevin and finds a romantic dinner waiting for her. Kevin proposes, which makes everything fine now. Kevin goes to work where he owns his own plastic surgery practice. His assistant informs him that the mortgage for the office building is 3 months past due and that the insurance company won't provide him with malpractice coverage because he has so many pending lawsuits filed against him. She then adds that she hasn't received her paycheck yet. So he offers her some free face filler, brings her into his office, and we never see her again, which means he murdered her. I guess killing her, covering up her murder, and hoping none of her friends or family members ever came looking for her at his office was easier than just paying her. Jackie and Madison go through the boxes containing her late husband's stuff because it's time to move on. A box breaks and Jackie discovers a childhood photo of her dead husband and that someone was purposely torn out of the picture. A popular blogger who Jackie knew in college comes to their work for an article promoting the dance studio. but is more interested in talking about the unsolved hit and run of her late husband.
This is a hard topic for Jackie. Thought we were supposed to talk about the dance studio, not Jackie's painful past. The dance studio, right.
During dinner, Kevin blurts out to Madison that he and her mom are getting married, which was never told to her until right now. Madison feels lied to and goes to her room. Jackie checks on her daughter, who is just staring at a photo of her dad.
How did you get that on your computer?
I have Universal Card Reader. I can download pretty much anything with it.
You truly are amazing.
Why? Because she can import a photo? How is that impressive? Jackie asks for Madison's blessing to marry Kevin. Madison tells her that she gets a strange feeling from Kevin, but gives her blessing anyway. Jackie and Kevin get married by signing a marriage certificate that has the wrong date because the movie takes place in 2021 and not 2018. And where the hell is Los Angeles, Pennsylvania? They obviously meant to type CA instead of PA. Kat and Jackie are excited to read the blogger's article about their dance studio, but instead, the article is about the suspicious death of her husband and how his entire wealthy family is cursed.
Why would Maya betray me like that?
Maya Wilder will regret this.
Jackie goes home where Kevin tells her that he saw the article and yells at her for not telling him about all that stuff about her dead husband and his family. Jackie says that she didn't even know half that crap herself. The blogger calls Jackie to apologize and says that through her research, she found out that her dead husband might have had another sibling that no one knew about. And in order to learn more, she has to find his estranged brother, who was the one posing with him in this photo, but who Jackie has never met. She texts Jackie his address and name, and Kevin is starting to get very distrustful. Jackie tracks down her husband's estranged brother, who works as a mechanic and is not rich because he disowned his wealthy family years ago because they were sketchballs. She begs for his help getting closure on her husband's death, but the brother tells her to leave. The movie cuts to a weird scene where the blogger gets into this funky hot tub and relaxes to music blasting on a record player. Kevin injects her with a paralyzing agent and then drowns her. As she floats dead in the water, he plays the piano. And is pretty damn talented. Jackie finds a note jammed into her gas tank because I guess that's a good spot for a note, which informs her to meet at 12:30 and not tell Kevin. She shows up to the location and spots Kevin following her. He says he was worried about her, and as they walk away, someone in a hood trails them. During game night, Jackie gets a call but doesn't want to answer it in front of Kevin. So he finally just answers it himself.
Hello? Must have lost him.
While at her dance studio, Jackie receives another call, and the caller tells her to meet him outside right now. She goes outside and gets into the estranged brother's truck. They go to a bar to talk alone. The estranged brother shows her a letter that was sent to him from her husband a few months before his death, attempting to reconnect with him. In the letter, her dead husband talks about a man who suddenly resurfaced into his life, asking for money.
Who is John talking about? Who resurfaced?
You don't know?
Know what?
Kevin is our brother.
He shows her a photo, and Jackie suddenly realizes that the man she is now married to is the secret brother of her dead husband. The exact person the title is referring to. Dun dun dun! The estranged brother goes on to tell her that Kevin was cut out of the family and the family inheritance because he was a bad seed and an embarrassment. Which explains why he has suddenly showed up trying to steal back the family fortune. But there's more. The estranged brother says that 3 years ago, Kevin came to his auto repair shop to have his electric car fixed because he didn't want to go through the insurance.
He told me he got into an accident, that he'd hit a deer. What Kevin didn't know is that all those cars have a camera system built into it for autonomous driving. I took the memory card out of the car. It might have recorded the accident. Take it.
He gives the card to Jackie.
I think Kevin hit John. And if he did hit John, it was no accident.
Wait a minute. You've had this evidence for 3 years, which would have solved your brother's murder, and have never shown it to anyone? Jackie goes home and calls her lawyer, but is informed that he passed away. Wait, he died in like the beginning of the movie. And remember, he was trying to make Kevin sign a prenup during that meeting, even though him and Jackie were only dating. How were they able to move in together, get engaged, and then get married without her ever being in contact with him one single time? Why is she just now finding out about his death? But anyway, Jackie plays the footage from Kevin's car on a laptop and at last finds out the truth, which is that her husband, through his own free will, ran directly out into oncoming traffic. Seriously, how is this murder? At best, it would be involuntary vehicular manslaughter. Just because the driver just so happened to want him dead anyway is irrelevant. This dude just darted out in front of his car. It's not like he went out of his way in order to hit him. In a panic, Jackie tries calling Madison to make sure she's okay, but Madison doesn't answer. Madison then calls Jackie from Kevin's phone and tells her that her phone died and that she's with Kevin right now. She commands her daughter to get out of the car and tells her that Kevin is dangerous, but Madison can't hear her because, of course, the reception starts cutting out. Madison is suddenly chloroformed and placed in the trunk of Kevin's car. Jackie receives a text from Kevin telling her to meet him at her dance studio at 8 o'clock. She calls the estranged brother and explains that the video confirmed Kevin killed her husband, he kidnapped her daughter, and that she's meeting him at her dance studio at 8 p.m. But the estranged brother says he doesn't want to get involved. Kat watches the car footage sent to her by Jackie.
That's no deer.
She hears something in the other room and goes to check it out, and sees Kevin dragging Madison's unconscious body into a room and straight up dropping her ass onto the hard floor. Kevin and Kat come face to face, and the movie reveals that they have been working together the entire time to steal Jackie's fortune. Kevin's job was to sweep Jackie off her feet and convince her to marry him, and Kat's job was to, become her best friend and then tell her it's a good idea to marry Kevin, I guess. But Kevin decides to double cross her and says his plan is to kill Madison, then stick a needle in her arm, making it look like she died from a drug overdose. Once Jackie arrives and finds her daughter dead, she will be so devastated that she kills herself. Then Kat will find them both dead and die of a broken heart, leaving all the money for him. Shit, that's dark. But Kat isn't dumb and already had plans of her own to double-cross him. So she shoots him and tells him that her plan is to kill him and then kill Jackie when she gets there so that all of Jackie's money will go to her since she was named a trustee earlier in the movie. Jackie arrives at the dance studio and sees Kat, who attacks her. Against his better judgment, the estranged brother shows up to help and is immediately smashed over the head with a bottle, knocking him unconscious. Jackie slams a disco ball into Kat and takes her out, but is grabbed by Kevin, who is still alive after being shot, and he strangles her. But Jackie grabs the syringe and injects it into his arm. He acts like he didn't see that coming, even though she was reaching for it right in front of him. Kat is arrested, and Madison is reunited with her mom. The estranged brother tries to sneak away, but Jackie tells him that he is family and to stay. The dance studio finally opens. Madison, her new dog, and the estranged brother go backstage to see Jackie.
Wow, you look great.
Thank you, William.
It's pretty clear that she's now going to marry this brother and complete the trifecta. And that's pretty much how the movie ends.
Woohoo! That's what I'm talking about.